this video, we're going to highlight the emotions, thought process, and experiences people have when encountering tree wells, alongside what you should do when you run into one. For instance, in this guy, he ran into a tree well board first and remained upstanding. That is best case scenario. What you're going to do is you're just going to dig yourself out like he's doing, and you'll be free. Now, I know most people who are watching this video already know what tree wells are and the dangers to them, but we're going to highlight more so what to do in the scenario and the emotional thought process and experience that comes with it. Right now, he's pointing out how he almost fell into two distinctive tree wells, but barely split the middle. Um, Another key factor that most people don't realize about tree wells is, yes, they're airy because of the branches, which is what he's showing you, but more importantly, you're going to be hitting those branches, knocking down a lot more snow on top of you as you fall in. Be in mind, these branches don't have too much snow on them. They can get a lot heavier, but he's right now emulating what it would be like, knocking all the branches loose while you fall into it. When you go snowboarding or even skiing, you want to be with a person because your voice can be extremely muffled. Right here, this skier found another skier. Now, the audio is spliced, so you can't hear the original audio and only me talking over, but the guy in orange who's unstrapping right now, you could hear him clear as day on his GoPro. That guy with the blue skis, you can barely hear anything. It's like you're yelling into a gigantic pillow. So, if you think you're just going to yell for help if you fall in and someone's going to hear you, no. That's why you always ride in a group. More importantly, when you fall in these tree wells, it's important to stay still and remain calm. This person started panicking and they started getting flustered. So, what happened? They fell an extra 3 feet down. Now they're continuously struggling, trying to pull themselves out, only burying themselves in more snow. Luckily, this person went with another person, and they are able to alert ski patrol so they can excavate them safely. Right here, a skier runs over a snowboarder who is completely submerged. Only thing showing is his board. In this case scenario, this snowboarder does exactly what you should. Remain calm, focus on your breathing, and wait to be dug out. Now, he could have wasted all of his breath screaming for help, but underneath all those hundreds of pounds of snow, nothing would have helped. And we know this. But it's still a scary thing, you know. Your natural instinct is to yell and call out for help when you're in a helpless situation. But he remained calm. He focused on removing snow from his face so he can breathe, and just waited to be dug out at the pace he's being dug out at. Now, be in mind, every time he's pulling down and shoveling that snow out, he's knocking down more. I also had to fast forward through this because it was a long process to dig him out, roughly 12 minutes. Now, if you're panicked and flustered, you're going to hyperventilate and you're going to run out of air, which is why it's crucial to stay calm. This is a example of just how deep they can be. They can be even deeper than that. Now, I know you've seen the dog on screen, and the reason they have dogs out is to sniff for people. These dogs are trained to find people because people, unfortunately, do not make it on the mountain. The tree wells are very dangerous, and it is important to travel as a group and to remember what to do in the best case scenario.